Welcome back, TOT Star Wars. Boys are here in full effect. Plus one special guest, father of the lightsaber, Roger Christian. Please, round of applause. As usual, Roger's been
Hi,
working on
everybody.
recently. It's a true honor to have him in the StreamYard. Why don't you let the people know what you've been up to recently and what you're planning on doing?
Hi, everybody. Great to be here. And I've just finished. If we released The Father, which is what I've been given a chance to, because I only was set decorator on the first Star Wars, and I created those first three lightsabers. And since then, I've seen some of them change. And so when I joined with Theory Sabers, they asked me if I would go ahead and release some other sabers with them. So I did the original one. I did what I think like Darth Vader should have always had. And it's kind of based on the handle that Ralph McQuarrie painted originally of Darth Vader, and you couldn't see it, only the ends. That one's called The Father, and that's out. I think it's beautiful. They've done such an amazing work with it. It's heavy, and I think it just honors that look that he's got. So they said, could I do another one? So I've just finished designing two more. One is the one that was on Return of the Jedi after Luke lost his.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They very lazily just gave him something they found. And then there was a budget and there was time. I would have made one. And they say that the excuse was that he went to Obi-Wan's cave and made his own. I don't think, I'm thinking about fathers and sons, and especially those two, what the history between the two of them. I think he would have based one on his original lightsaber, but changed it up a bit and made it more practical. And it would have given you much more of an emotional connection between the two of them. So I've done that now. I think that they're planning for next spring, that one. And then I always wanted to do, well, where did all this start? Before even the Jedis, there must have been like Shaolin Temple, like wanderers going round. So I've done the very, very first lightsaber, which they built out of a ironwood tree, because they couldn't make them out of metal then. They could make pieces of it. So this is built out of, it's quite an interesting one. I've been doing that. I've just finished writing a children's book it's called A Sword of Light, and that's about making the lightsaber and what it represents and how it is related to Excalibur and things like that.
This is this is really special. And for the people at home, we are going to do a lightsaber bracket as opposed to an interview or a long style format. So we're going to go through, pick the best sabers, OAT, and get to the final saber, deciding what that is the best. Let's get it.
And then, guys, real quick, make sure you go follow Roger Christian on YouTube. His links and stuff will be down below and all that. So feel free to go check him out on there.
Please do. And I'm biting my
tongue. Any other socials you want to shout out, Roger?
I think the very interesting is Patreon, that they've just put me on, and I've started on there, and I think that building a family, and it's open to conversations and people can contact and all of that. So I'm telling bits of the stories that, there's a few years of stories here that I'm alone with how we made all of this universe. In those days, there was only me, and that was it. So there's a lot, and it's a legacy. This is not going away, this Star Wars stuff.
Well, I myself, I'm going to be one of your members. Right after this, honestly, I'm going to sign up. So if you're not signed up for his Patreon, you're not a Star Wars sweat. You don't want to know the stories, but
right. Yeah, if you really care, this is that the TOT Patreon's phenomenal. This is a real opportunity to get behind the scenes. So go check out that Patreon, please. You must. And while you're there, why don't you sub the TOT as well? All right. So
yeah,
we have round number 1 here. This is Rey's Episode 9 lightsaber and the Inquisitor lightsaber, Grand Inquisitor. Honestly, all of them have the same hilt. So Rey and the Inquisitor.
And the Inquisitor one rotates.
It does. Robert?
The whole thing like rotates. It's crazy.
I'm going Rey simply off the fact that the Inquisitor one, the fact that it rotates makes it feel like less of a lightsaber to me.
I think, I would agree, actually. I think she was a pretty cool character, Rey. And I just would have, when you first see her, she's scrounging stuff from an old crashed spaceship. I would have made it more in the style that we did the first one and made it a little bit rougher and with some scrounged pieces like I had to do in the first one because we didn't have any money. But it's still pretty cool.
It is a little polished off.
The Home Depot lightsaber stream was very similar to the behind the scenes of episode 4, apparently.
shout out Kodak cameras, or the graphics, whatever it was.
Ice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Inquisitor's lightsaber. I do just like the look of it, functionality wise. Not the biggest fan, but the look, I'm all the way in.
So you're a Sith Lord. All right, got it.
When I was like Rebels was coming out and I thought the flying thing was cool. Roger, I don't know if you're familiar. They spin so fast that they can fly,
right?
Like holding it as a helicopter. It's just a gimmick to me. I'm gonna go Rey.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always a classic lightsaber guy over something that's gonna have a gimmick, because at the end of the day, your gimmick as a Jedi is the Force. You don't really need anything other than a straight lightsaber, like sword, like. So yeah, give me Rey.
That's a tough look, Ice, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm just busting you. Okay. On the left here, we have the original Darth Vader saber. And then on the right here, we have the Wario Proof saber.
Wand.
The Wario Proof wand. Roger, you can start us off. We're going to do like Rob first and then you first. We'll do a snake.
It's difficult. I mean, on this, I would go with the Darth Vader.
Okay.
Because I had no money, and finding things and finding this. It's an MPP base, which is similar to the Graflex camera, and it kind of worked at that time. I've improved it now, but I think this worked to give each lightsaber from episode 4 had I matched to the character, so Darth Vader's had to be engineered, looked like the Death Star, cold, and against the other two. So I think this one worked. So I would go with that.
That's interesting.
It's crazy because I and many other Star Wars fans look to the left, they see Darth Vader and they see zero flaws with that. To hear someone else say like you're the creator of it, you see flaws in it, like that's just wild to me. This is one of my favorite sabers. This is number one. That's just perfect. Like I can't believe you're even saying like, what would you change?
That's the theory sabers right there. That's it. That's based off the concept photos you said, right? Where it has that big pommel on the bottom.
Yeah, that was when you see my hand's not as big as Darth Vader's, but the two ends match what he did. And I don't know whether this is really. No, it's not charged. I don't think it's charged up.
That looks like the Lego lightsaber piece almost.
There's also a picture of Luke holding it too. It's elite.
So this one, all these are red veins of light. The whole thing lights up, and that I imagine there was a red crystal in there that Darth Vader actually bled white. Kept the white one to fire up the blade, but this, every time he holds it, the anger and hatred that is in the red comes into his hand to emphasize exactly what they were trying to do with the suit to make him more angry. Palpatine made it uncomfortable. So I thought I'd emphasize that idea. It's very heavy. It's beautifully made, this one.
When you designed the Darth Vader, was it intentional to have it look very similar to the Luke saber?
No, it was only because of what I could find to make work.
That's crazy.
And the MPP was the same idea. The MPP camera is a similar press camera, and it just has that similar look to it. But that's why I, in honesty, when I was directing second unit on Return of the Jedi, they'd lost all of the Empire Strike Back Darth Vader sabers. They'd all gone missing. So the set decorator just took not whatever he could find and cobbled one together. See, I would never have done that. I would have then had a budget, had the money. I would have made this. Actually, this is what I imagined at the time you should have. And it's got a beautiful end on it. I don't know where. Oh, there it is. This has got all speakers in it. They've designed it. The sound is awesome in this thing.
You guys can get those at theorysabers.com.
Yeah. I don't know why it's charged up, but I could try and charge it. So by the end, you could see it.
Finn went with Prue.
I just did that for the culture, though.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt for me, Darth Vader's saber, 100%.
It's 100% Darth Vader, and it's crazy, like Stone said, where you look at this and you're like, it's perfect, and then you see the updated one that Roger has, and you're like,
well,
No, I know. Once you just showed me that, I'm swayed. I think that you're
the new one's insane.
It's pretty insane, and this just stated way back when, if I could have made them on the first one, it would have had its beginnings there.
It's a powerful hilt.
I like it. Boom.
All right, we got the next round. Anakin's episode 2, Anakin's Padawan saber here on the left, and then we have Cal Kestis from Fallen Order / Jedi Survivor on the right. Robert.
As much as I don't like Cal Kestis, I'm going with his saber.
It's an elite saber. It's fine. Ice.
It's close. This is very close for me. I'm gonna go Anakin, just because that's the one that I remember first, as a kid. That was my childhood right there.
I will also be going Anakin too, and I had a question, Roger. So, do you think? I mean, it's very obvious. I have it right here. I just think it's very cool that they took the Darth Vader design and they kind of made it chrome and silver for Jedi version of Anakin. It's the same hilt, but it's very Jedi-esque looking with the silver. It's not as much black. I thought that was a very cool decision to have it be okay, so when Darth Vader made his Sith lightsaber, he took the plans from his original Padawan lightsaber, which I always thought was cool. So I will take Anakin's episode 2 lightsaber.
Right.
There's just something about lightsabers that are chromed, have that cutoff part at the top that's kind of it's kind of angled, and then the grip on the bottom, the lined grip. There's just that's my favorite type of saber. That's why I like Anakin's and Darth Vader so much. Those are my 1 and 2 favorite. So it's that's a no-brainer. That's actually my favorite saber in this list, probably.
I love this one. That's what I told you guys when we were in Disney. When I saw it in Disney, and I was like, okay, that's coming home with me for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think I like the grips. When I think of sticking those together with super glue to stick them on the first one.
Yeah, those are glued there.
Yeah, mine were. And I think it's so that's the Jedi one, yes?
Yeah, this one right here. Hold on, let me make sure I can see it on my. This is the Jedi version. This is Anakin when he was from 15 to 22.
Right.
It does have it has the same emitter events with the belt hook and everything. It's literally identical except for, and the power box is very similar. The grips are very similar. So.
And they at least put the bubble strip in there, which they took out in
they
Empire
did.
and the others. So and they didn't put horrible rivets in it, which
what was the bubble strip originally from?
It's a Texas Instrument calculator that it magnifies the numbers and it illuminates them at the same time. And I didn't like the grip because that's where it clipped onto the camera, and I thought that looks a bit like a grip. And I happened to be breaking down anything I got, I would look inside, what's in there, what can I use, and that bubble strip just fitted perfectly. And I thought, wow, that looks like some form of mind control, if you like, something that would change the lightsaber to be a bit more mystical. You're not sure what it is, which was the whole point of it. So yeah, that worked. Bit of super glue and that went in.
Chat, if you're not gooning right now, I don't know what you're doing. We got the next round coming up here. We have Mace Windu's Episode 3 and Episode 2 saber on the left, and Plo Koon's lightsaber on the right. Roger, you'll start us off.
I just think Mace Windu's is really cool, and it was a good idea to give a purple one. I mean, why not make him stand out a little bit differently? That doesn't necessarily have. There is a kind of canon for the white and the red and the green, and this one doesn't. But Samuel Jackson is such a cool character.
Awesome.
That I think this, they belong. At least these belong to the culture that has come along with lightsabers. They are the iconic image of Star Wars. So I think this one works.
Yeah, this one on the right looks like a flashlight. Like Plo Koon.
Yes.
Plo Koon is my favorite Jedi, but it just looks like a flashlight. It looks like a normal everyday object almost.
Yeah, I agree.
So like it's a no-brainer. And Mace Windu, the gold, the two-tone, purple hill, like Roger just said it best, left all day.
The gold is so beautiful, the electrum plating. And then like that interview with him where he's talking with George and he's like, I want my kids to see me. I get a purple one. And George is like, yeah, you might get purple.
Yeah.
That's just
true.
So yeah. I will be taking the Windu saber, the electrum plating, the gold. So it's special.
Yeah, this is easy. Mace Windu. Gold on anything just fires me up. So
yeah, the gold accents. I'm not gonna keep repeating it, but beautiful.
You already know you want the gold, bro. Move on.
All right, we got Robbie, New York. We got this is so we put all the pictures in there and then it makes the seating, it makes the bracket randomly. It's funny that it ended up this way, but we have the master, Kanan's lightsaber, Kanan Jarrus on the left from Star Wars Rebels. And then we have the apprentice, Ezra's first lightsaber from Star Wars Rebels as well, on the right. Robert, you up first?
Yeah, I'm going Ezra's just because of how different it is. Honestly, look-wise, I don't know if I like it that much, but I do like its uniqueness.
The functionality.
Yeah, I think being able to switch from like the blaster and the actual lightsaber is one of the coolest things that Star Wars has done in a long time. I also just think that's like something that I would kind of want to do, even though Kanan's is just so Jedi looking, if that's like a phrase you can use, but I would go with this.
I will be taking Ezra's saber too. Roger, I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yes.
This is a like a custom molded Lego version of that.
Oh, right. Oh, there you go.
Gun lightsaber. Shout out Brickworld Chicago. But the watching him fight, honestly, because he's such a scrappy guy, like switching between shooting and then using the lightsaber and then shooting, and I thought it was a cool way to take that character. So I'd take Ezra all day. It's a beautiful hilt. Beautiful.
Yeah, so that button on the side, that's what he presses to shoot it, right?
I believe it's the red button there, and then the if you can see that red screw that's like up there on the green, it's very reminiscent of his hilt that he makes for season 3 and season 4 of Rebels. As you can see, that screw is the same on both sabers, which I also
yeah. I mean, the one on the left's just so boring. It doesn't even like someone said it looks like Rob. You said it looks like a Jedi lightsaber.
That was Matt.
Doesn't have grips on it. It looks so boring. Like
it's boring, but it looks like something that a Jedi would have.
It looks like a knife.
It doesn't. It doesn't even have the lines. It doesn't even have like black. It has no grip. It looks like a Jedi would put grip on his lightsaber.
The emitter is very like knight, like samurai-y, which I think is cool. But
I do like this. I can't see the back of it as well. Is that grip on the back? All right, there's grip. Okay, see, like that side looks better, but then you lose me right here.
All right. Yeah, I agree with everybody. I'm the same.
All right.
I think it's different, that one, but it's good. It's cool. I would much go with that. The other one is a fairly bland design.
Would you ever have put if George was ever like, we want some like one of these to like, would there ever be an idea of like a blaster and a lightsaber? Like, how do you feel about that?
He never said anything. I just had to come up with everything. It was never asked. All I had was Ralph McQuarrie's paintings, and that was it. I just had to make and bring it to George, and he'd smile and go, "Thank you." That was it. Even the sets. I mean, that's how we made this thing. So somehow he and I had the same brain, and I was able to interpret making a spaghetti western in space for him.
That's basically what me and Finn do. I come up with the ideas, and Finn says, "Yes, that works."
Yeah. That's how it worked.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna sell the channel for $1 billion someday. I bet.
So this is this is actually interesting. The Gunji lightsaber here on the left from Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and then the Obi-Wan Padawan lightsaber, also the Obi-Wan Episode 2 lightsaber. It's the same one. This I thought was interesting, Roger, because you were talking about the first lightsaber ever being like wood based.
Right.
And that's what the Gunji saber is, because he's a Wookiee. It's like the Tree of Life from Kashyyyk
Right.
wood. It's pretty interesting. And you are first.
Yeah, it
so
is. But it looks too sci-fi for me. And the thing I avoided at all costs was anything looking science fiction. Georgia was said to me, we're making a documentary. I'm not making a science fiction film, and we're making a spaghetti western. And that one looks like it was designed to be a science fiction weapon, which I tried to avoid at all cost on anything. So the other one looks like a lightsaber, and I like that they're always trying to do different designs on it. But I think that one, to me, as soon as I see it, I think that's a lightsaber. The other one, that it could be a fountain pen. It could be,
Yeah, it looks like a pen.
Yeah,
could be the
He
Benjamin.
just ruined one of my favorite lightsabers for me. Now I hate it. I used to like it. Now it makes sense. Now I like
I'm sorry.
Gunji, pass me the Benjamin.
A little bit of a wooden Benjamin. Okay. Jedi Stone.
I hate it now. I used to like this. Now it's like I'm like he's right. I don't like it now. But I mean, honestly, if we still put it towards the ladder, I mean, that's one of the most iconic sabers ever, and that's the one that I used as a kid mostly. So I mean, I got to go right all day.
Right.
I would take right too. If
The bottom part of it. Sorry to interrupt, but that bottom ball section with the little nubs coming out of it, like.
It's my favorite pommel on any saber.
It's so sick. Like I love that part. That's like my favorite part of any lightsaber I've ever seen.
It's really special.
How was that made? How was that part made? Like that like that. How do you do that?
If you
Super glue.
So I'll take Obi-Wan's as well. He had a selection. He had that case with 7 or 8 lightsabers, and he picked it. So I'd be a fool not to pick it.
Yeah, same reasoning.
You know, I'm sorry. That's an underrated hilt, to be honest.
Right.
The Obi-Wan Episode 1 and Episode 2 is such an underrated hilt, and I think it deserves way more love. There's a shot in Episode 2 when he's fighting Jango, and it rolls across that platform outside of Camino, and you see it glistening in the. It's just a beautiful hilt. I love it.
Right.
It's one of my favorite scenes ever. How could I not pick it?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm with Ice. Prequels love. Gotta go Obi-Wan.
All right, so this is an interesting matchup. This happened randomly. We have the Ahsoka, Ahsoka the white sabers, so like her older sabers, and then the Asajj Ventress from the Clone Wars sabers. Now, again, these do connect into a double lightsaber. It makes like an S curve, so that's cool. But T, go ahead.
Before I pick, are these look too sci-fi? No, I think I'm gonna have to go right, just because the fact that they attach and detach is a cool feature, and Ahsoka's are very bland. They're flat and they're not round.
You're gonna pick the candy cane saber? All right.
They're just flat. They're like, it's not even round.
This is stripes, dude. Like, what are we not?
But yeah, right.
I'm going with Ahsoka's. I think just having 2 different sized lightsabers is a cool concept to me. Like one that you can be a little bit more mobile with, one that is maybe a little bit heavier or something like that. Like I think that's super interesting. So I'll go Ahsoka.
I agree. I think it's interesting to see those rounded, like it's the first time that it's kind of like an oval almost. And they do stay true to that, by the way, Ice, the heavy light thing, because when she fights Balin, she's fighting with one lightsaber with the singular one on the left there and delivering heavy strikes. So I'll take the Ahsoka sabers. The Asajj sabers are elite, but I don't know, something about the way that those look and the oval kind of thing. I like the way that feels.
Yeah, I like how they're not like the Asajj is a little too curved for me. I feel like we should keep that level of curve.
It's very curved. It looks like something else I know.
But if I were to get lightsabers myself, I would run Shoto. Like I would 100% run Shoto. I'd run a small one and a big one, and I would run something similar to that. Not white blades, but I like the left better.
Yeah, I think Ahsoka's. It's partly. It goes partly with such a cool character that she is, and I think they kind of need her to be with them, not isolated. But then that makes them something different, and I like that. They are fairly simple, but I think because they belong to her, I would go with them.
They always say like Jedi elegant weapon. They look
Right.
elegant. That's
Yes.
kind of what, like, they look
Exactly.
beautiful. So
Well, I like how the diamonds are inverted. Like on the smaller one, it's the black diamonds, and then the other one, it's the silver diamonds, and it
Right.
kind of looks like that would fit. It's just satisfying to me. Like the geometry in it is very
Yes,
satisfying.
I agree, and it's not so curved. The other one's too curved.
That right, 100%.
looks like a tough Saturday morning. And then we have the Obi-Wan episode 3 and episode 4 saber. And then we have the Temple Guard. So obviously each one of those ends would attach and it would be a double lightsaber. Those are the yellow bladed, short bladed double lightsaber, Temple Guard. Is it you, Rob, or is it him?
It's Roger.
Okay. Roger, you got it.
Yeah, there's no argument here. This has to be the Obi-Wan.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just, he's a desert mystic. He had to look different to Luke's and had to look like a desert mystic that would go in his hand, and I think that one has all of the attributes, and it was, originally we stuck together a bit of an old machine gun, a rifle grenade, even a tap I stuck on the end, a tap handle, but it worked.
Damn.
And I think those things are,
Is there a grenade on that?
Yeah, it's a rifle grenade. It was a grenade that that's how it came together. The grenade, which is the central part, on the original one. This got modified onto this one, but the original one had a stick on it, and the stick went down a rifle, and you could fire it, so it would go further than anyone could throw it.
Oh, it's like a noob tube stone.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I know what you're talking about.
So this was recreated from that, but it's got that original kind of, it's got the feel of it.
Is it true that they had the battery packs and the wires running through for like the rotating blade for the film tape? That's true.
Yeah,
That's
there was
crazy.
no other way to do it. To get, no one knew in those days how to do the blade. That was impossible. So I'd done some art installations, and I painted some of them with front projection paint, which was Scotch-Lite paint, and it reflected light. So I suggested one morning when we were having tea, why don't we try that? And it's a meeting that's in the files now between me and the special effects and John Steers and Gil Taylor, the rotten cameraman who was on it. And Gil said, "You're not doing that. I'm not spoiling my set lighting," and walked off. And George just said, "Do it, Roger." And so what special effects did was drill out my handle, put in a little motor in there, and it was a tiny bit off center, so it vibrated as well as turned, so it gave that kind of shimmer effect, and and it worked. I mean, they had to rotoscope it afterwards to really make the blade, but it actually was giving us a blade on set.
Yeah. I saw an interview with someone who has the original episode 4 Obi-Wan prop. Like I don't know how he came across it, but he owns it. He bought it, and it has a little port in the bottom for that cord to go in to like power, like the battery pack that he said that he wore or something. That's really cool.
Yeah, when I was invited, Disney took me to the ranch to go to the archives with John Rinsler, and they said, "She's got a surprise for you." They had a box they still hadn't opened, and this was right before they did the digital release of all 6 movies. There was still a box unopened from the first Star Wars, and they'd found the original stick painted. It's actually on YouTube with me and John Rinsler, with me verifying that was the one with the handle and the stick inside the handle. That was the original one.
That's just like okay. I'm gonna freak out.
That plate, that thing on the Skywalker Ranch, like the archive, that's like nutty, like all the stuff in there.
Lucas
Island. John Rinsler was the head of literature, and he wrote The Making of Star Wars, The Making of Empire, The Making of Jedi.
Yeah.
When we were in the archive, he said, "Roger, I've never been in here. And I said, what are you talking about? You're the head here. And he said, they wouldn't let me go in. It's only because you've come, we're allowed in.
Well, that's where they have like the Indiana Jones hat and like the whip and all that kind of stuff, right?
Level 10
Yeah.
clearance.
Right.
Maximum clearance. Roger comes in, no badges needed, just waltzes right into the vault, dude.
They go, you can actually take anything you want home, but yeah, I mean, I'm going left here. I don't know if I've already said that or made that clear, but
Yeah,
There's no
on to
question
the next
there.
one for sure.
Ice.
Yeah, next one.
Okay.
next
All right,
question.
moving to the right side of the.
No,
I was gonna
we
say
gotta
that.
finish this side out.
Yep. All right, we got to finish
Okay,
this side.
we'll do the whole
Now
side
we
first.
got
That's right.
The Rey versus the Darth Vader saber. I think it's you, Robert.
Darth Vader all day. Darth
Yeah.
Vader.
To me, this
Yeah.
is one that we don't even need to talk about for too long. Just Darth Vader, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion.
I'm gonna take the Darth Vader too, but it's interesting for me to hear you say, Roger, that like she was a scavenger and a scrapper, and you would have made it look more. I thought the point of it was supposed to look like her pole, like her staff or her stick.
That I don't know.
She like beats these dudes up in episode 7 with a black stick, like a long
Right.
thing. I think that this is supposed to be like she took that stick and turned it into the lightsaber, but I will still go Darth Vader.
Yeah, I think I don't know. This one's it's yeah, I would have just stuck slightly more bits on it, but it's very cool. It's a lightsaber, you know?
Mhm.
I would have made it look like her speeder, like rusty, like
Yeah, that's all I would have done is put
yeah.
more
I'm with
stuff on
Roger
it.
on that. I'm gonna respect the work of the Darth Vader, and that thing's crazy. It's like one of the
I
best.
don't know what I've done with the top.
All right, she's moving. We have oh my god, what a powerhouse matchup. We got the Anakin episode 2 and the Mace Windu. There's bloodshed with this one. That's tough.
I think I know where I'm going.
I do too. Roger, you're up first.
Yeah,
Fuck, this one's tough.
they're both very cool. I'd go with the Anakin. I'd still would. I like the grips. I like it feels like an origin saber to me from where it all began, and I think that would override the other one.
Yeah, I think there's just a little bit too much going on with the Windu when I look at both of these, and I think the Anakin's just like a perfect balance of
Yes.
flashy and then reserved.
I hate that we're all on the same page, and I have loved the Windu.
Well-
I've loved the Windu saber growing up. It was one of my favorites, but getting this in my hand has completely changed my perspective of like I'm gonna go Anakin. It's honestly might be my favorite build on this list.
I'm actually gonna go Mace Windu. My one gripe with it is just I think it's a little too long. Like it would be too big for me. That's like my biggest
It's
issue.
for Sam Jackson, dude. Think about it for a second.
Yeah. But for me,
Samuel Jackson.
Too big for you, Ice?
I mean, yeah, he's
You
probably
can
got bigger.
you can take that thing.
I don't know. Anakin's maybe. Samuel L. Jackson, I don't think so.
I don't know. I think Anakin's would give you some problems on the way in and out.
I think there it is.
6'2".
But yeah, I'm gonna go Mace Windu Saber.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that's bothering me about Maces is the fact that it doesn't really have any like parts coming off of it. You know, like how there's a lot of these sabers have like chunks in different.
Like an emitter box.
Yeah, so like this one is just like straight down, like a perfect sphere down. Basically, it doesn't have much protruding off of it.
Think about wielding it though.
Wielding it, it'd probably be easier, but I'm not wielding sabers. I'm grading them. I'm grading them by look.
That's a great answer.
All right, Anakin moves on.
Ah, tough, dude. Tough to see it go.
Rob, what do we got?
You, Robert? Yeah.
Is it me?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I just said. Obi-Wan, easy. I mean, it was said in the previous round, but by Stone, but the pommel on the bottom, the circle, the ball, I think is so cool. It's just different than having
Even
it.
like the plastic ones, dude. Like these are like, I mean, this is different from that, but like even like the plastic ones that kind of resemble this a little bit with like the. Oh, this is the wrong saber. Oh, never mind. keep talking. I'm gonna go. I feel stupid now.
All right. For me, I'm gonna go Ezra's. Like, I'm just gonna do this based on what I would want for myself, and to me, Ezra's is like exactly it's like almost as good as I could possibly have it. So I would go with Ezra's.
I got
Obi-Wan.
a couple of these Obi-Wan ones here. Don't pay any
Yeah.
attention to Roger. I tried to put the Darth Vader emitter on the Obi-Wan saber. Don't
I'll
pay
show
attention.
you this
Don't
one.
worry.
I think this one might work now. Here we go.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
All right, yeah, you can see the red flashing. I don't know where is it?
Yeah.
I just tripped over my robe.
So that's the Kyber crystal.
This one, I found it.
I gotta
think
get it
white.
onto. Oh no.
Stone, you remember
Even the
these?
plastic ones, Aura.
Stone, you remember these?
Yes. Remember these?
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. This thing has been. Look at the Stone. Look at how.
But this one has the exact same red like trigger that the other one had. Yeah, that one's been.
This thing has seen some wars,
Yeah.
dude.
It's battle tested.
You want to talk weathering? That's weathering.
I've
I
had
almost
this.
want to do that with this one.
I've had this since I was 5, and it is destroyed. Anyway, I will. Dude, I've always. Fuck. I'm gonna take the Ezra Saber. Fuck it.
Yeah, I respect that out of you. I just couldn't say the same.
All right. Obi-Wan, Obi-Wan's
You're with the Obi-Wan right there, right, Roger?
Yes, definitely.
I
No
figured.
question. Sorry, I'm trying to switch the sound off on this thing.
No, I ran off for a second. I didn't know if I missed you or not.
Yeah, no, definitely Obi's.
I missed you when you ran off. We have the Ahsoka dual hilt, and we have the Obi-Wan episode 3. I believe this is Roger first.
Yes.
Yeah, the Obi on the right. No question. It's a lightsaber.
Yeah, I
It's
feel like
got-
I'm always gonna
it's-
pick the home.
Yeah, it's a history. It's it's how it all began. It came from there, and he's such an amazing character. So I think it just fits him, and it comes with his character. So I think, yeah, no question.
Ben.
Yeah, I like it when lightsabers have like little notches and they're not just like the same girth. Is that the right word to use there? Like they're not the
Yeah,
same. Like,
Width is probably a better one, but yeah.
yeah.
Radius
Girth is the definitely girth.
girth.
But yeah, I like when they have like those little notches. Like they're not just like the same all the way through. It kind of because the one on the left honestly looks like a samurai sword to me a little bit.
Yes.
Like it kind of looks like a little Japanese inspired. So
Yeah, it
not
does.
just the best. The one on the right is a lightsaber.
I'm going to go against the grain, and I'm going to take the Ahsoka sabers because, again, the elegant. Well, Obi-Wan's lightsaber is certainly elegant. Don't get me wrong, but there's something about like the Ahsoka sabers ice. The one word that comes to mind is honor. They just scream honor.
Yeah, Japanese. It looks Japanese inspired.
That might be it. It might be the old Bushido sabers, dude.
Yeah, they're 100%. They have to be Japanese inspired.
Yeah, that was a big element, for me. I mean, my favorite filmmaker is Kurosawa, so the katana swords were definitely a huge influence on me creating those first lightsabers. And after all, George took the whole story from Hidden Fortress, from a Kurosawa film, so there is a big. But I prefer Obi's, but I understand why you would want the other one. They're both cool. They both, they're both even, Suri.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ahsoka. It's gonna be tough to get me off of just having 2 is so special to me.
Well, what about if we get to a final ice and it's her Padawan sabers and these sabers? You're gonna be in deep trouble.
Yeah, that's the problem for another time.
It's not going to happen because it's Obi all day. I mean, just to keep reiterating what Stone said, something about the fact that the neck is skinny and then it gets bigger, kind of. It shows like
Lightsaber.
it shows that it's like energy coming out of it, not like an actual wand. It's energy shooting out because it's thin and then it's thick. It can
Like
it can
that little beam of energy fit through that little.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like a blade.
Like
It's not
crazy.
a blade that goes up and down. It's energy that's like
Feels
shooting.
like got gas coming out, or like a. You said it best.
Somebody clip that and take it out of context. Okay. I cannot believe that this matchup has happened. Out of 32 lightsabers, it came to this. That's absolutely hilarious.
See, this would be my finals. This would be my finals.
That's absolutely hilarious how that works. But is it you, Rob, or is it him?
Rob's up first.
All right, Robert. I'm gonna shock
Anakin.
Yeah. Ice.
I'm gonna go Vader's. I just like, to me, having the dark accents is just one of those things that I always will appreciate.
Ice loves his chocolate. I'm gonna go Anakin as well.
I'm gonna go Vader here. I like the accents. It's really close, but I'd rather have that little bit of black on the top to show that little, like that that grit.
So Roger, you're the deciding vote.
Anakin.
Love it. Oh my God.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
I mean, I love them both equally, but Anakin's is special.
Now we have, again, talk about random matchups. We got the 2 Obi-Wan sabers. This is shout out bracket
It's actually
fights.
weird.
Shout out bracket fights for the beautiful seating. Roger is going to go to you first.
The one on the right. The
Yeah, I'm gonna go Obi-Wan. I'm gonna go Obi-Wan's as well. Or
I think Obi-Wan.
Yeah, me too. So
I'll go Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the episode 4 Obi-Wan, just because like I also kind of, this is just from like a movie standpoint, just remembering seeing just the robe, the cloak, and the lightsaber on the floor.
Right.
It's just, I don't know, that'll always be ingrained in my mind. So
Yes.
that's right.
What do you think Vader? What do you think Vader would do with that, Roger?
With that lightsaber?
Yeah, because it's on the floor of the Death Star. You think he picked it up and like took it?
I don't think he's Darth Vader. I just don't think that stuff would even come into his consciousness. It's like it defeated him on to the next,
That's actually a good point. I thought maybe because Obi-Wan took his and he gave it to Luke. Maybe he well, I guess he doesn't know that at that point. So yeah.
I think that, that was part when I was designing my father, the Darth Vader's lightsaber. At the end of that, I just thought he's come out of this, horrendous kind of defeat, and Anakin's turned into Darth Vader. The last thing he'd do there is go and find a crystal and then go and forge himself a lightsaber. I just think any of the Sith lightsabers would have been collected into some secret cache that Palpatine would have, and Palpatine would give him that one. Yep. And that's in the end why I designed this one, to kind of emphasize that. So I don't think he'd bother, honestly. I think it's such an amazing moment, and it would have normalized that iconic villain, for if he just bent down and picked it up.
Or like humanized him, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. That's what I think.
I'm gonna take the Obi-Wan episode 1 and 2. I think it's so clean. I love the thin neck emitter, but my favorite thin neck emitter saber is coming up, so I'm gonna just take.
I don't like the red button on it. I don't know,
dude. I love red
button. Like it just looks like it's on the kid's toy. I don't know.
The red buttons I feel like are clean.
Nah, I'm episode 4 Obi-Wan, no doubt in my mind.
Okay. That's tough.
Easy episode 4.
All right, what are you gonna do? So is this the final for? Look at that, Obi-Wan and Anakin in the final. How this is just a cinematic bracket.
Rob, what we got?
Robert.
See, this is tough because you can't I'm not letting my likeness of the character itself persuade me into who I want to pick. But I'm going.
You were a Jedi. What hilt would you want?
Definitely Obi-Wan's. Definitely Obi-Wan's.
Shocking.
I gotta become Obi-Wan to really decide here.
For me, this is probably the hardest matchup I would have had. I would lean. I'm gonna go Anakin's saber. For me, that's just like, that's it. Like, that's the saber. That and Vader, like, those are the sabers to me.
I'm going Anakin too. I'm such a sucker for the storyline, and I think it's so cool that it's the same hilt as the episode 4 Vader hilt that he would. I don't know. I'm just a sucker for like the poetry, as Rob would put it. So I'll take the Anakin saber.
It rhymes.
Does my pick even matter?
Yeah,
it does.
I was gonna go Obi-Wan because I really like a lightsaber to me, like that little thin bit, like at the top, and just knowing that beams, like it makes it magic to me, almost in a way, and that's what Star Wars is at the end of the day. So I'm gonna go the Obi.
So again, Roger has the deciding vote.
Oh, yeah.
This is to send it to the championship.
This is difficult, actually.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're two really good. They made it here for a reason.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think choosing these two, I would have to go with Obi-Wan because I would.
Let's go.
The Anakin one, I would have gone back to the origin Luke one, and I think that was the iconic one. So I think I'll go with the Obi-Wan.
Let's go.
I agree.
Just a couple of goats really know.
Roger and I are really on a wavelength right now.
He's about to become Roger T and take your spot.
Yes.
We got on the left here.
He's got better flow than you, Rob. Let's just talk about that real quick. Roger has 10 million times better hair than you.
I wish I had nice
hair. Helmet on. That would
Think
be
about that.
Flooding out the back, dude.
I hope to God I always have long, luscious hair.
We got the Satele Shan lightsaber from the Old Republic video games. This one also disconnects here in the middle, but there's a lot of. It's tough to tell just because it's grainy. There's like a lot of like patterns and designs that are built into the hilt like this, and then whatever. And then we have the Qui-Gon lightsaber from Episode 1. Very underrated hilt in my opinion. But who is first?
I believe it's Roger.
Okay, you're first here.
I guess Qui-Gon.
Yeah. Do you like that hilt? I mean,
I would never have done it like that.
Okay. That was like another flashlight.
Yeah, it does. That's why I was struggling over this one because it's got some elements to it, but maybe not. I'm going to go with the other one. Yeah, I think this one. You know what? It looks like a torch, and this one has at least some character to it. It's old and used, and it's got an attempt at doing something that would look like could be a lightsaber. You know, they're mystical weapons. You don't really know what they are or how they work. I think that one.
Is that Pong Krause?
Who's no,
that?
It's Satele Shan. Matt, can you see my mouse?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like these poles. You really can't tell.
Right.
So this is thin neck, and then there's these poles that reinforce it across all four like connection points on each. I don't know. I think that's cool. I'll be taking the Satele Saber to the moon.
Yeah.
Like looking at. Yeah, I mean, I was already going Satele just because I hate Qui-Gon's lightsaber. I just don't. It looks like a flashlight with like.
It does. Now I look at it.
It looks like one of those workout things you use to like get out the
shake weight.
No, one of roller. It's a roller.
Oh, a roller. It looks like a roller you use before you work out. And the Satele one has so much detail. Everything Finn said's right on par.
Rob, you not lift, bro.
I don't stretch.
The worst part about Qui-Gon's saber is that it's attached to such a cool character that like it's like that's like its only saving grace. For me, it's Satele's, no doubt. Like
shocker. I was gonna go Qui-Gon.
I think the red buttons, you freak.
I think I found Satele's saber underneath my kitchen sink earlier.
Looks like what I made at Home Depot. We'll get there.
Kind of does.
On the left here, for my real ball knowers, we have the Darth Malgus saber with the nice blade emitters, knife blades, and then we have the dark saber. I'm very interested to hear your take on the dark saber, Robert or Roger.
I here would prefer the dark saber. The other one looks to me like they took a shovel and stuck a bit of stuff on it. So
that's actually a good point.
That to me is it's just too human again. And the dark saber, at least it's an attempt to make something different. I wouldn't do it like that, but I think it succeeded because of the blade. So out of the two of them, I would pick the dark saber. There's no question.
Yeah, if you want to find out how Roger would have done the dark saber, make sure to follow his Patreon. But
right, yes, well, I may go into that.
Right when you said that looks like a shovel, it literally looks like a lightsaber laying on top of a shovel head.
Yes,
and I can't get that image out of my head now.
I have never thought that either. So you'll go dark saber stone?
Yeah, I'm gonna go dark saber there.
I've never thought that either, but now that you said it, it does kind of look like that. I always thought that it was cool that, especially with like the character that Malgus is, the actual knife blades on the hilt. I always thought that was kind of cool. But the dark saber is so cool,
Yeah.
and such the lore of it being passed down and how old it is and how much history it
Yes.
has.
You gotta
It's
kill the person to get it, bro. That's the most crazy thing about
You
it.
have to, you got to upstage them in a duel, or else you can't like lay
Yeah.
claim to it properly. I think that's super
Yeah.
badass.
Absolutely.
we gotta that we're doing off look.
Well, it is off look. Even off look, I would still take the dark saber.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, the blade itself for the Darksaber is just so supreme. Like, I think it's so cool. Like,
Yeah.
You gotta buy one, Ice. I think you're the guy who has to buy one out of us four.
yeah, at some point that probably will happen. And like the Malgus one, like I do like the what do you call them, Finn? The
Knives?
things.
They're just
Yeah,
knife. There's
Yeah,
knives.
but like I don't know. I don't see a point in it. It just gets too fat at the top, and it would mess up my.
That is guard, like the guard. It's the guard, right? Technically,
It is the guard, but there is a. This is the stupidest thing. Someone in the Discord was talking about this the other day. Join the Discord if you're not in the Discord. There was a not a comic, something along the like some kind of EU information. Darth Malgus killed somebody with the emitters of his lightsaber turned off. Like the lightsaber was turned off, and he just killed them with the knife blades. And I always thought that was cool. But
Already? Oh.
It's cool. It's just not.
It's
Why would you?
sad.
Why would you rather do that than use the
sad.
actual? Yeah, but if you
Again-
could just use the saber, why would you not?
I don't
That's
think
why I always
Sith
thought it
are
was stupid, but-
psychopaths though. Like
Again,
Sith-
my-
like Sith
That-
wouldn't do like
Kind of funny.
Jack the Ripper type stuff. They're just killing to like that they like as quick as they can. I feel like they don't.
I'm still going Malgus, even though it doesn't matter. The one issue I have with the Darksaber is what Matt likes about it. It's the blade. I just don't like that it's an actual like sword blade shape. Like if they did something like Kylo Ren's, where it was like, like flickering or not just a full blade. I don't like the full blade. I like the either round or like
But
ripping
Rob, that's the
apart.
point. It's supposed to be different from the
Think about
Jedi.
the Mandalorian. Think about what's his name? Stone? Not
Pre-Vizsla?
no.
Paz Vizsla?
No. The original Vizsla. I can't remember his name.
Oh,
Anyway, think about the Mandalorians, Ice or Rob. They're like knights, dude. Like it's like a broadsword.
I got a quick question. Is this a lightsaber draft?
That's a fucking lightsaber, bro. It's a Jedi.
That thing's a dark saber. It's the exact opposite.
No, that might be the stupidest thing you've ever said.
wait, whoa, let Rob cook. This is the lightsaber draft, and that's a dark.
Lightsaber draft, and
Lightsaber?
we're moving on a dark saber.
All right.
Is this even technically a lightsaber though? I don't know.
Yes, bro.
Yes,
Definitely.
it's a lightsaber.
All right, here we go.
It's
not
not dark.
This is a
Man.
heavy hitter matchup. Damn. Who's first?
Rob.
This is a tough one.
So it's Kylo and Dooku.
Mhm.
Yeah. Look at them.
It's like not even close.
You said it's not even close, Stone? I don't know about that.
I'm going Kylo. I like the uniqueness that his blades shoot out the sides, because what's the lore behind it? There's like it's just so unstable that it needed like another opening to stabilize it.
You're my sequel lore guy. I don't know.
I feel like it's just a cross guard. It's not that deep.
Yes.
It might, no. It could be that.
I want to say it has something to do with the stability because it like crackles.
I think it was something that they were gonna maybe like do in Clone Wars and just never got to it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
I feel like
Ezra
it's
does
like
pick
a
up-
it's a thing that someone made up to increase the lore of it, but it's not actually.
Rob probably made it up. Look at him. He's on Reddit
Ice,
right now trying to
Ice,
figure it
Ice,
out.
We'll see what it's.
Ice. We got royalty on this call, dude. Don't push false narratives. This thing has been. This is an older public saber. Ezra picks up in the Sith Temple of Malachor a green crossguard lightsaber in season 2 of
True.
Rebels, and these have been around for a long time. So
No, I know what I'm saying. The lore that Rob made up. I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Lore that Rob made up. The first thing you look up is he has a cracked crystal and it's unstable, so it needed extra vents. How do I know more about the sequels?
Because
Bro's looking at an AI
You're
over.
the only one that watches them.
No, it
Or-
was. I raised for me no question, because it was the first time in the cinema I was watching it with my son. I went, "That's cool." That was the first lightsaber that I saw that there was something that really worked. And the reason we had very long discussions on making the first film that the blades, because they're light, shouldn't cross over each other. They should go hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we did the wooden sticks, so they would hit against it. And these were acting exactly the same as handguards, because that's like a sword. Every sword had a handguard because otherwise you get your hands cut off all the time fighting. So these work like handguards against that blade coming up and slicing you off. So that to me was not this other flickering business. And I just think it's a very cool lightsaber.
See, Roger knows the lore. Roger,
I'm gonna trust Roger on this one.
Roger is the Lord, buddy. Come on, man.
We just bent you right over.
This would be beautiful. Caption that short. Rob getting owned by Roger.
I will take Kylo Saber.
What can I go?
What was the order there? I thought Stone just went.
I didn't go yet.
Oh, sorry. Go
No.
ahead.
Just Rob went. I'm going Dooku. To me, the Kylo Ren saber, while yes, the handguard aspect of it is really cool. I could just think of myself getting beat and I'm like on the ground holding it and they just keep pushing that straight into my face and I lose. So
doesn't that happen? Or no, he uses it on shout out my name on Finn's chest, like against that tree or something.
Yeah, you're thinking of that final scene in the forest when it's like pressed up right there. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, but for me, Dooku's is just that is like awesome to me. That's just so cool.
It's a shame I have to go Kylo because again, I'm going to respect the ingenuity. And when I saw that trailer when I was 15, I went, "Holy shit!" I thought that was the coolest thing ever. But we're talking like the key word today has been elegance. The Dooku saber is elegance personified. That thing is absolutely beautiful.
And talk about a way to fit in a red button. That red button's sleek. It's just at that
snuck in there, dude. It's just fucking snuck in the back.
I was gonna say elegant myself, so I'm glad you just said that. But I wasn't excited when I saw Kylo Ren's because I go, that just looks like a sword. That looks like Monty Python. I think that's the first thing I thought of when I saw that was Monty Python, the Holy Grail, and I just didn't like it. Give me Dooku.
Roger.
He has so you're the deciding vote here.
No, mine's Ray. There's no question. I just, it blew me away when I saw it. And it's the first time I saw a new lightsaber in Star Wars that really I reacted to and went, well, that's cool. And I think in that forest, when you first see it in the fight and everything, it's just, suddenly it was Star Wars again.
Yeah.
We could get into that another day, but I actually agree with just that sentence isolated. Okay. Savage Opress from the Clone Wars, Savage Opress, Darth Maul's brother, or the original Graflex. Shout out, Roger.
No, that's not the original. This is the one that I don't like, that the set decorator, who should never have been doing a science fiction film, put rivets in the handle of mine, which made it human.
No bubbles,
I thought it was awful. No, and instead of that, he took some cheap computer board and stuck it in there. So that one's out for me.
Let's get it out. Let's get it out.
Wait, ice. I am dragging.
And the sad thing was that went right through to the end. And the only time that I sat watching Obi-Wan Kenobi at the end and thought, what is he going to dig up that Dave Filoni was in charge of when Obi-Wan Kenobi has to dig them up? And Dave, God bless him, took my original, which is the real Luke Skywalker one. So this one I would negate.
Yeah.
Say for the purpose that is your original one, though. How about that?
If this was the original one, you would
that would win this whole competition hands down. I mean, everyone says, "What's your favorite prop?"
Well, hey, that's why I couldn't put it in there. I knew it would just win the whole thing.
Well, it's true. I made it for about $15 and stuck it together, but it's become like, I don't know. That's where it all began, and there's something special about that.
In that case, then get it out of here. I did. When I was putting it in there, I did see there was no bubble strip, but then I kind of thought to myself, like you said, it would just fly through the bracket, so I just left it.
That would have won for me instantly.
It's cool.
What are we, Roger first or Robert first? That's a tongue twister.
No, Roger, you started off here.
All right, we got the Ben Solo saber, so Kylo Ren as a Jedi, or the Sidious saber here on the right.
No, I think the Ben Solo, again, it's got more interesting kind of, you don't know what it is, design elements to it. And the other one, again, it's very simple. it doesn't have much character to make you think the mysterious weapon that it should be. So
Yep. It is also
that's
very small.
yeah, it's
I've
small.
never looked at the Ben Solo lightsaber before this closely. I'm gonna go Palpatine, but I'm gonna give some appreciation to that Ben Solo saber because I just really never had eyes on that.
It's kind of nice. I'm going to take Palpatine as well. I always read there was a comic. I don't remember if it was in the Plagueis book or what book it was in, but he built the saber with full Electrum, which was like the hardest material to get for lightsabers. Mace Windu is the only one with Electrum on his lightsaber in the Jedi Order, and he put his whole lightsaber made of Electrum to flex on the Jedi. I think that's aura, so I will be taking the Sidious saber.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Sidious Saber. Just for me, like looking at that and then connecting it to him, it just like looks like something royalty, and I feel like that's
Exactly what I was gonna say, Ice.
and it just looks royalty to me. So, and
Yeah.
I'm a gold guy at the end of the day. So,
Matty Gold Ice.
Move on, Pelps.
New Jersey.
Matty just right Gold Ice. That's what we're gonna start calling him.
Matt in New Jersey. All right. We got the Star Killer Darth Vader Secret Apprentice lightsaber on the left and the Darth Maul Episode 1 lightsaber on the right. Robert.
My two favorite sabers. Star Killer. Star Killer is going to be my favorite saber, I think, till I die, unless something new comes out that I like more. But I'm going Star Killer easy. The exposed Kyber crystal is so cool to me.
yeah, for that exact reason, I'm with you, Rob. Like the exposed Kyber crystal, kind of like the updated Darth Vader's saber that Roger's been showing. That to me, like seeing the flashes of red in there is just so cool.
I was wondering, Roger, I knew I was gonna ask this when we got to this. Obviously, shout out Sam Witwer, one of the greats. He had said that it should look, or basically, do you think it's a good idea to have Darth Vader's apprentice have his lightsaber be reminiscent of the Darth Vader Jedi saber?
No, I like to give them each a personality that was akin to them, and so if I keep going with theory sabers, I would love to do a Darth Maul saber. Because his look, the iconic look, I think should be reflected in his lightsaber. And I don't think it is on this one. It's fairly plain.
Yeah.
What was great about it was the fights, because of Ray Park doing those, amazing fights that Nick Gillard really put a lot into those fights. But I think the crystal being seen and getting the idea of towards like the audience how these things were firing up and things, and I think that's more interesting for me.
Yeah, I'm the same. Sorry, you go on.
Go. I'm cooking up a thought right now. You're good.
I was gonna say like the exposed, like if this was based off nostalgia, like what's seen, like yeah, of course I'm gonna go Maul. Seeing the two lightsabers ignite, boom, like that was sick. But the exposed crystal, being able to see how it works, that's what I want at the end of the day.
So, I just had a question, Roger, because we weren't alive when the trailer of Phantom Menace came out.
Right.
What was more shocking, the double lightsaber in the Phantom Menace trailer or the Kylo Ren lightsaber in the Force Awakens trailer?
It was definitely, for me, just watching it, it was the Kylo Ren, because I filmed a lot of the fights on Phantom Menace. I filmed a lot of the Darth Maul fights, so I knew, and I worked a lot. I had to shoot that as the second unit director, so I was aware of it and what it was. But when I watched Force Awakens, it was a whole new experience. I knew nothing about what they'd done, so it's not really a comparison.
What do you think would the general public reflect that opinion, you think?
I still think Kylo Ren's had something about it that it really fitted his character, and I think that when you see him fighting with it, especially in that forest at the beginning there, I think that was more special with the Phantom Menace, with this one, it was just the fighting that was so much better.
Mm-hmm.
That Nick
100%.
Gillard had able to put into those 3 movies. And I think Ray Parker was such an extraordinary athlete and fighter. He's a stick Dan. I think he's 3rd Dan or 4th Dan. So he was able to bring so much, and I think that overwhelmed it. But and it's a red lightsaber, but I think it was the fighting that made that special more than the saber itself. But it was very cool to see a double-sided lightsaber. That it was impressionable when you see it on screen.
And now that you say too, like how you said earlier in this round, how a character's lightsaber kind of reflects their personality, I can see with Kylo's now how it reflects him, I think, very well. Like kind of that rugged, nothing's put together perfectly on him.
A loose cannon, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's off in a second.
Because you're talking about the character reflecting lightsaber, so I'm going to take the Starkiller lightsaber. I always thought it was interesting. So, like in the lore, they'll say that a double lightsaber is defensive, and like for like parrying attacks from multiple people or whatever. And Darth Maul is such an aggressive character.
Yeah, that's the opposite.
I always thought that was weird.
Yeah, I agree that the Jedis are protectors. They don't ever. They're like the Shaolin monks. They never go and attack. They are defending. So Darth Maul is like the ultimate weapon of darkness.
So we'll go Starkiller.
Yes.
Yeah, easily. I think that was unanimous.
Oh man, talk about thin neck lightsabers, Rob. You were talking about that.
We got 2.
So we have the Jedi Leia Organa lightsaber on the left, and the Luke Episode 6 lightsaber on the right. Is it you, Rob?
No, I believe it's Roger. Is it?
All right, Rob. You're starting us off.
Is it? Oh. Well, the Luke one is the one that I've just come up with the design, what I think it should be. So I think I'll go with the other one, with Princess Leia's. And, I never got a chance. She didn't have one on the first film, so I never got a chance to make one for her. But it's got some interesting designs into it, built into it.
I have them here if you want to look at my screen so you can see it a little closer.
Yeah. So it's interesting, that one. And I think that had a bit of an effort put into it to make it something that, again, it's a weapon of a Jedi. So I would go with that one for sure.
Yeah.
I think the Jedi one was cobbled together without reason, to be honest.
Stone?
This is the right one. All right, now I finally can bring this one out. All right, this is the right one. All right, I don't know. I like this one a lot, but I was like, this is kind of like the Ben Solo lightsaber. I feel like people, unless you're a sweat like Finn, you don't really normally get eyes on a lightsaber like this.
Definitely. So
yeah, I'm gonna go with the Episode 6 one. Just I don't know, it just screams aura. Like that thing getting shot out of R2 off the diving board, catching it.
Yeah,
I just like the skinny parts too. I know Leia's got a real skinny part at the top, but maybe that is a little bit better.
What are you gonna take?
I just don't like how the top of it looks like a honeycomb or like a Tesla thing. I don't like the 4 ridges there. I don't know. I kind of do like
designs.
I like it. I'm gonna go Luke.
Cool, like flame designs on the inside.
Yeah, I like it. Stop showing it to me. I'm going Luke, bro.
I'll put it away. I'll put it in my pants.
You might start spraying me.
Is
the button really red or is it like blended?
This has been very interesting to hear you talk about like characters correlated with their lightsaber, Roger, because I always thought that it was cool that Luke made his lightsaber based off of Obi-Wan from those plans in his hut. And I know they have that deleted scene from Episode 6 of him like putting it together in Obi-Wan's hut or whatever.
Right.
But I guess it's just 2 differing opinions of like, should he have a connection more to Vader or should he have a connection more to Obi-Wan? So I've never really kind of thought about that, honestly. But I'm going to take the Luke saber because I just think that's honestly to me just as iconic as any other thing on this list.
Yeah, the iconic aspect really is one of those things that like is gonna, I think, which is weighing heavily on me. But I'm gonna go Leia's. The one that Finn has, I've played around with that one before, and it's it's pretty similar to what I would do for my own.
I don't like how that one's like actually like orange though.
Yeah, I like the
pictures
Not
like
a good, this is not a good representation of the color.
yeah, I like I'm looking at the picture more so, and I like
Yeah.
the gold aspect.
Yeah, it is very
Yeah.
shiny on screen.
Yeah, that
really
one's not.
it's really good.
Is it technically supposed to be like a rose gold?
Yeah,
No, it's whatever. Literally, here, it's this.
it looks
This-
like a rose gold. No,
It is.
looks like
It
a rose
is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I think I'm going Leia just for the sheer fact that one, in my opinion, just off rip looks cooler, and two, I feel like fits the princess Jedi vibe.
Well done, Robert.
Yeah.
Well done. Okay. Last one of the round here, then we're going to speed through. So we have Sabine's lightsaber or Ezra's second lightsaber or Yoda's lightsaber. So this one is Sabine's and Ezra's, and then that's Yoda's.
almost
Stay-
Grogu's lightsaber.
Saying that Sabine lightsaber first before Ezra's second saber is
Well,
diabolical.
Ice, here's the thing. It technically is Sabine's saber because the emitter is on there. So
Fair.
don't know what.
No, it's just a tough look for you.
Don't quite know what to tell you with that one. Don't quite know where to put you. Don't know what direction to point you in there. Who's first?
T.
Okay.
I'm going Yoda strictly because the fact that Sabine shouldn't have a saber. But
and look at it
Yoda's-
as a saber, bro. Don't do that. Look, then
you
it's like-
guys have been doing that this whole time.
no. Then all right. Then just look at the hilt. Okay, that's true. We have been doing that. I'll just let you
What
go.
do you mean? What have we been doing?
No,
Well,
he's
okay.
right. He's right.
I'll go Yoda still.
Okay.
Yoda's is too boring for me. I'm going Ezra's 100%.
Oh, okay. I'm also gonna take the Ezra saber. I have the one. Where the fuck did this put? Oh, the one with no. So like Ice. This one would be the Ezra with the emitter like this, and
Yeah,
then
which
Sabine.
looks way cooler.
You think this looks cooler than the
Mhm.
big one? Okay, well that's I somewhat agree, but I think that the sand blue is like a nice touch, and I'm gonna take the Ezra saber.
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe like this is like a really just like a bad picture of the Yoda saber, but I just don't like it. I just don't think it's that.
That's
good of a
about as
saber.
good of a picture as you can get. That's kind of just what it looks like. It's pretty plain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Sabine's.
We could call it Ezra's for just like
I'll call it Sabine's.
sanity purposes, but all right, are we
Got the
2-2?
emitter on it, the best.
Yeah, Ezra's no question. The Yoda one, Yoda would never go out and forge. He's the master. He would have been given one of the ancient early Sith ones that should have had. And I would have even originally, I was saying to Nia at Theory Sabers, my original wooden one, I would give something like that to Yoda if I was doing it, because he's a Grand Master. You know, this is just like it's poor design to me. It's just bland.
Yeah, plus
it
he's
doesn't
800
match the character.
800 years old too.
Yeah,
So probably some different technology back then.
Yeah, and you don't expect the Grand Master to go and forge a saber. He would be given whatever was the origin of all the sabers. That would have been preserved for the Grand Master, and he would have had that.
So it's not like wand, like in Harry Potter, like the wand, like calls to them. It's not like that. Kind of like you can work with any lightsaber. Like if you're that good of a Jedi, you think?
No, I think that each crystal, you know, the law works. That each crystal was found. The Jedi, it wasn't the Jedi found the crystal. They searched for it, and I think every Grand Master he's the Buddha. He's got the ultimate power, so the crystal would be with the Grand Master. It's not like, oh, here's Yoda, he's got trained up. So I think that all of that to me is the law that goes in behind making these things and thinking about it and how to create the correct lightsaber for him. So I think it should be a very ancient, this one, very, very ancient, engraved and kind of mystical.
Your perspective on stuff is very different than. It's just very interesting.
It's almost like the most diehard.
Like no, I'm saying though, like when he explains something, even that I've never thought, as someone who thinks about this shit a lot, I'm kind of like, yeah, that actually checks out a little bit. So it's very interesting. What do we
Yeah,
got?
I put a lot of thought into it. You know, that first one. I mean, I loved what I was doing, so I think that's.
I think that's why people love it so much, though. Like you just see, not to like glaze, like not to like boast about you too much here, but like you just did an incredible job, and I think it just resonates with a lot of people.
Well, you know, that's what the job should be. See, I was watching the you know, when you look at the footage, and they brought in a whole box of them to show Ewan McGregor and say, pick your saber. I would never do that. You make a saber for that character, and here it would be given to him. You wouldn't give an actor who's playing the role and say, pick one of these. That's not the history that should go behind these. That's not the character. It's the actor picking it.
100%.
Anyway, that's my reasoning for all of this.
Somebody clip that. Somebody quote that. It's not the character, it's the actor picking. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Satil's double-bladed blue lightsaber or the dark saber?
Roger, what do we got?
I still go with the dark, even though I like the other one. But I like the dark saber. That was the second one that I saw that came up, and I thought that's pretty cool. Really, that goes with the character. It gives a very different kind of feel to that character who is kind of coming into the canon as a new character, and it gives you something that you could think was. Okay, there's a different history to this. I like that idea.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many different lightsaber combinations. There's bound to be some that are just out of this world, and I feel like this fits that perfectly.
Exactly.
Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
I'm going to take the dark saber as well. I think it's going to go far. It's going to go deep.
Yeah, I'm taking the dark saber basically for what we just all kind of talked about, like the history of it. Like it's been around for so long, it just like looks older in comparison to a lot of those other sabers that we've seen. Like it just looks like old and like, but still really cool and like at the same time. So dark saber, no doubt.
Not that my vote matters, but dark saber.
Good for you, Rob. You always matter, bro. Kylo or Savage? Robert, boot us up.
Again, easy Kylo. I'm not going to reiterate what I said in the first round, but it's just a really special saber in my opinion.
Yeah, for me, this is tough because I do like the little like the emitter piece on the Savage Press, but Kylo Ren's is a cool design, so I'm gonna go Kylo's. It's sleek.
I'm gonna take Savage, and I actually think this hilt would have been better suited for Darth Maul, but I'm gonna take Savage.
The horns.
Yeah, that's what he was saying about like the character. Like that's
matches with the character more.
Yeah, but think about it like this: Savage also has horns. So
yeah, same species.
And you were all horny. I'm gonna take.
I looked up a picture of Kylo Ren's because this picture is kind of low key horrible. Like doesn't really like there's a lot. I feel like there's a lot more detail. Yeah, man, it's just you see like the wiring and stuff. I wasn't looking at that wiring and all that stuff coming out of it before. I mean, that's
you don't like the exposed wiring.
No, I like it. I'm going crazy about that right now. Like I didn't. I just thought it was just black. Like I don't know. I'm gonna go Kylo's. Like I thought that was trash before. It's kind of growing on me.
Yeah, Kylo's, no question.
You can see it here.
No question here. For me, anyway.
You can see the
cool.
Yeah, that's growing on me right now. I didn't even realize.
Yeah,
it was that. Like I knew it was like exposed, but I didn't know it was like that.
He has like the inner workings here too.
Yeah.
Which one do I snip, the blue or red wire?
Yeah.
you snipped
the wrong one. That's why I couldn't contain the energy. That's Rob's lore.
We're adding more to it every day.
Snip the wrong wire, the whole fucking thing blows up on your belt.
And that's why we needed a second Death Star.
Indeed.
All right. Push the Savage through.
No, Kylo.
Just kidding, nice.
A little too late to mess it up at this point. Oh, this is tough.
Right, buddy. I'm doing a good job on the bracket.
You are. Very good job.
Robert, you're starting us off or
no? No. It's
okay,
Roger.
So we got the Palpatine Saber and the Starkiller Saber.
Difficult one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one's actually...
Because again, the Palpatine got a kind of it's almost like you expect they're the royalty of, and it's got that kind of feel to it that it might be part of a. It's not really a fighting man's lightsaber, so I think I would go with that. So it's more like the royalty symbol of it, even though he was fighting, but you don't expect him to be. So
Yep.
I would go with that one.
That's exactly yes, I agree.
Yeah, it looks like something that he won in a game of sabacc or something like that. It doesn't like look like something that's, I don't want to say not old. It just doesn't look like it was like scrapped together. Like it had so much intent. Like
Right.
you said, the electrum in it. Like it's just aura at the end of the day. I think that's gonna go. Really, I think that's just gonna go far. I might win it.
Yeah, Rob, I apologize, but I'm going to take the Palpatine Saber as well. Just the backstory. He also had, I used to read this book when I was younger, that he had like 10 or like 5 of these stashed all throughout. Like he had them in his office, he had them in his quarters in his ship. He just had them all over the place for whenever he needed them. He didn't carry them with him. I think that's cool. So I'm going to take the Palpatine Saber.
Yeah, Palpatine Saber to me is super cool. If you could basically take the open emitter style and put it on Palpatine somehow, like that would be awesome. Like
You're looking for an exposed crystal on him?
Yeah, if possible.
Yep.
No, I mean, it's definitely Star Killer for me, but I mean, to go back to Palpatine's, it just, the royalty of it feels like he had someone make it for him. The idea of like, make me the finest hilt you could make and bring it to me versus like actually doing work for it.
Yes.
That's definitely the lore, by the way. And I don't know if that's true, but that's probably the smartest thing you've ever said. I love that out of you, Robert. Oh, it's tough. We got the Princess Leia saber on the left and Ezra's second lightsaber here on the right.
Rob?
This one's kind of tough.
No, it's easy Leia for me. Easily Leia.
Same with me. Easily Leia.
I'm taking the Ezra saber. The Leia saber is elegant and beautiful. It fits the princess, the character, everything's perfect. But you can say the same about Ezra, dude. That thing is rugged.
I'm going Ezra. That thing just looks more Jedi. You're laughing, but it looks more Jedi. You're gonna pick one that
I was laughing at
They're fucking laughing at me, dude. Ice just has a hate boner right now.
No, he picked the other one. He's a little princess. He wants to be in his little castle with all the royalty. Go ahead.
I'd give that to my girl 100%.
What are we thinking, Roger?
I think the Ezra just slightly got the edge.
Which one?
I would say.
Ezra won.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Dude, ball knowers only. All right, we got the final 3 rounds here. Darksaber versus Kylo Ren. This is the bracket's actually coming to some nice matchups here. I think this is
All you, Roger.
Or it's Roger.
Oh, is it? I think just thinking as a fan, if I had to own one, I'd go with Kylo Ren still.
Really? That's
Yeah.
crazy. So I don't know. I just like the Darksaber so much. I think this is one that's definitely probably a little bit Japanese inspired. I feel like it has that little guard on it a little bit. I like the speckles on the blade, like Matt's. I don't know. It's a nice one.
I'm gonna take the Darksaber as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Darksaber too.
Oh.
I just like it more than the Kylo Ren's. I just do. Like I just think it's cooler. I'm a dark element guy.
Kylo Ren. All day, Kylo Ren.
Oh, one of us could have flipped it.
Yeah.
Wait, so Darksaber moves on?
Yeah. Oh man, this sucks.
All right. To go to the final 4 here, we got Palpatine and Ezra's. T.
I'm gonna go Palpatine. I'm just not really big on Ezra's, to be honest.
Dude, it's so gritty.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just basing it off these 2 pictures. I still would go Palpatine's, but if it was Ezra's without the big emitter on top, I would still go Palpatine, but I think that would help its case a little bit more.
I think the emitter helps.
I think the emitter helps as well. I'm going to take Ezra. I think the reason that I always glaze the saber is what Stone just said. It just looks like a Jedi's utility weapon. Like it's it's a daily driver.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ezra as well. I love Palpatines and I love history behind it. I love the look of it, all that. But if you show me an actual Jedi's lightsaber like this, and then like some shiny, like I'm gonna pick the one that's got the wear, tear, the history, the hair. Like I'm a big watch guy. I don't want the new. Like I want the watch with the history behind it, the one that someone like put a lot of thought into it. And I think that's the right.
I agree.
Oh,
yeah.
What?
Let's go! Oh my god!
This is
I think
amazing.
so too.
There's a lot more history for Palpatine than Ezra.
Yeah, but not
he
in
didn't build
not
that.
in the
He had
handle.
someone else build it for him. What are you talking about?
The history's there, but we're just comparing handles, and the handle of
That's true.
Ezra's has got much more in it.
And I can't wait till you watch this and you see that you use history of non-handle for every pick you made.
I am. No, I've already put the hand up on that.
All right.
All right, keep going.
Why
No,
wouldn't
it's a perfect thing, Rob, where I can just manipulate the argument to when it helps me, and then when it doesn't, I'm just like, God.
All right. I mean, this is kind of crazy to get to these two to go to the final.
It's
But
kind of wild.
Darksaber and Ezra's to go to the championship.
Oh, thank God!
Roger, you are first up.
Hang on a sec. I've lost the screen. Where am I?
Your makes been so happy.
No, I don't. It's not about me.
With these two, I would take the Darksaber.
Really? That's
Yes.
crazy.
Where have
If
they
it
I
gone?
don't know.
If it wins this fucking bracket, I swear to God.
I don't know. I'm gonna go Ezra's again.
Me
Like
too. I'm
if
taking
you
it
just
as well.
like I don't know, because like if I'm just trying to go hilts right now, like just on the hilt, try to stay the blade out of it. Like the other one on the left just looks boring by itself, almost. Like not almost like it doesn't look like it's from Star Wars.
I'm gonna take the Ezra Saber as well. This is gonna get real spicy real fast here.
Nah, we've
Well-
lost, bro. I know.
I know,
Rob and Matt.
Well,
we've
T's got the deciding vote. I'm going Darksaber. Again, I'm not going to reiterate, but Darksaber the moon.
I said it from the beginning. This is a lightsaber draft, Ezra.
Oh my God! No way!
Rob from the top ropes.
I thought we were screwed.
I thought we were cooked. What a final! When you look at this bracket, to think that this was the final is just.
And it's
That's great.
and this
I'm
looks like
pissed
it's
that I had to
big.
move that thing on. I didn't want Ezra's making it to the
Rob, you
finals.
go first. We'll have Roger go last.
Yeah.
Easy. Obi-Wan. Easy.
Obi-Wan.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Definitely. No
That's
question.
That's gonna
Very
throw
clear.
us.
That one.
Finn, go ahead.
I mean, at this point, we're just pushing it. I'm going to push the Ezra Saber to the fucking finish line, dude. At this point, it's a cause that I'm ready to fight for.
Stone.
I mean, I don't know. It might have had like the easiest route to the finals, honestly. Now I think the last thing it had to go up to wasn't even really a lightsaber.
So, Stone, are you going to Obi-Wan or Ezra?
There wasn't a bone in my body that wouldn't pick Obi-Wan, Anakin, Vader, like almost anything on the left over this on the right.
Right.
Absolutely. I was the same.
Yeah.
I just figured you may have a different. You may have possibly went Ezra's, where I would definitely.
Nah, that thing has a red button on it. At the end of the day, that thing has a red button on it, and Obi-Wan's doesn't, which I appreciate.
All right, and that's the list.
Let me
What a
address
There
the
you go.
allegations. Quick. Let me address the allegations. Hand up, L-ball knowledge, wasn't paying attention, didn't realize that wasn't the calculator bubble strip, but ended up working out because if the OG Roger Beautiful creation was in the bracket, would have won the whole thing. So made it more interesting.
Yeah. There it is.
Look at that.
That's it, man. That's called an hour. And again,
That-
if you stick through this whole video, you have to go find Roger's stuff. You got to go find his YouTube. You got to go find his. Oh, there it is, right there. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, hold it up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Do you have the graphic? Do you have the tape over it or no?
Yes.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I put the tape over because there's so many arguments about that, and I get people thinking they're experts saying, "Nah, that's not true." That I would never have put it out with a Graphics name on it. When we did my Origin Saber with Theory Sabers, we gave everybody some strips of chrome tape, and they could choose whatever they wanted then.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
So
All right.
there you
this,
go.
yeah,
I didn't even know you could buy chrome tape, and then you out here using every single resource you can to make a lightsaber. I mean, that's just that's amazing.
Yeah, and see, on the first film, nothing showed up because of the filter on the lens, and because it's film, none of this stuff. You know, when I looked, George showed me the digitizing of the original movie when he was doing it. You could see the tape round, gold tape all around C-3PO. You could see gaffer tape round Darth Vader. Everything was showing up. It never showed up before digital. We got away with all that stuff. So
All right.
spaghetti
Well,
western.
what a true honor. But
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
been great, guys. Yeah, thank you.
definitely
Anytime
when
you
we
want
do
to-
it, something
And
we'll
one
do
more
something.
time, Lego. Here, look, see.
Absolutely.
Lego
Got
Saber.
Look,
Now
Roger's
that's a
gonna-
lightsaber, and that's Lego. That's what you're all about, you guys.
That's
Yeah.
the
sir.
That's the GWP for the next UCS set.
You're right.
Yeah. So as always, Roger, huge thank you from all of us and everyone
Thank
watching.
you. It's very
for coming
enjoyable.
on.
Yeah, it was fun. We'll meet
Um,
again.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we'll do it again.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Hit him with it.
As always,
Cheers.
like, comment, subscribe, and peace.